All right, everybody, welcome back. Today we're diving into something different.
Yeah, getting right into it.
We're talking about you, the listener.
Consumer power.
Yeah. Consumer power. It sounds kind of basic, but honestly, I think we kind of gloss over it sometimes.
Yeah.
This idea that we can actually have an impact with our everyday choices as consumers.
It's true. And we don't always acknowledge the power that we have as
well,
individuals in driving larger systematic change.
absolutely. And so for this deep dive, we're going to be looking at an episode description, actually,
Okay.
from Masood Khan's podcast, Sustainability Rewired.
Mm-hmm.
And just the description alone had so many good points about consumer power that I thought this would be a great little snippet to dig into.
So one of the things that I thought was really interesting that he points out is this idea of like clear labeling and transparency.
Yes.
So
Like when you go to the store and you want to buy something,
yeah,
you as the consumer should very easily be able to figure out how sustainable that product is.
Yes.
Just from the label.
like imagine.
Is that clear? Or is it...
Yeah, like imagine you could pick up two different pairs of jeans and you can see immediately this one used this much water to produce.
Right.
This one has this carbon footprint.
Exactly.
That would be amazing.
It all comes down to transparency.
Yeah.
Right? And I think often companies will try to obscure the sustainability of their products if it's not something that makes them look good.
Right.
But when it's right there in front of you on the label,
It's undeniable.
it's undeniable.
Yeah. And that's really, I think, what Masood Khan is getting at is that, we need more of that. We need more clear labeling.
And it's not just about the labels.
Right.
He also talks about this idea of companies actually being responsive to consumer feedback,
Yeah.
which I thought was really interesting.
And I think we see this already happening in a lot of ways. Like, think about online reviews.
Okay.
When enough people start complaining about a product,
Right.
companies will often actually make changes to that product.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can apply that same principle to sustainability.
So it's like using your voice.
Yeah.
In a way. Like, I never thought about leaving a negative review as a form of activism, but it kind of is
Exactly.
when it comes to sustainability.
It's about making your voice heard.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, and using platforms that you have available to you
Yes.
to express your opinion as a consumer
Yeah. And I think
and to say, hey, this is important to me.
it's interesting, too, because then he gets into this idea of loyalty.
Right.
Like brand loyalty.
Because that's how you vote, in a way, right?
Yeah, yes.
You're voting with your dollars.
Yeah, like so you consistently choose to buy from brands that are
That align with your values.
trying to be more sustainable.
That are making an effort
Yeah.
to be transparent and to listen to their consumer base. That sends a really powerful message to the market and to other businesses.
It's like a snowball effect.
Exactly.
Like the more people are demand sustainable products and ethical products and all that, the more companies are going to be like, there's a market for this.
This is something people care about.
We need to get on board.
Right.
And I think sometimes we forget that we actually have that power.
We do. And it's easy to feel powerless, especially when you're looking at these big systemic issues.
Right. It's like, what difference does it make if I buy this over that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it does.
Yeah.
It does, because you're one of millions of people who are making those decisions every single day.
And all of those little decisions add up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it creates a ripple effect
It does.
that can lead to some really significant changes.
So after this deep dive, I don't know about you, but I am feeling very empowered
Yes.
to go out and wield my consumer superpower.
That's what I like to hear.
So I think that's something that we can all be thinking about going forward is like, how can we be more conscious
Yeah.
about the choices that we're making, even if it's just small things?
Right.
Like, where am I buying this coffee from?
Yeah.
Is there a more sustainable option?
Yeah. It all makes a difference.
Yeah. All right. So that is it for today's deep dive. A little bit different, but I hope you found it empowering. Let us know what you think in the comments, and we will see you next time.